So this is what independent studies look like. They get an hour of Zoom with their teacher and classmates. There's a lot of kids in the classroom.
Don't forget to do your assignments for today.
I've been having him play with this part. I've been letting him touch the mouse and everything because I want him to get familiar with a computer. That's the good part about independent studies, is that they're able to use the keyboards, the mouse. This is the canvas. This will show them their teacher, the Zoom links, everything, the assignments they have to do, all of that good stuff. So just like regular school, like if they were in class, they would still have to use Canvas. Today is Wednesday, so we're going to go to Wednesday tab. This is the daily work that they want me to do with him, which is read for 20 minutes, practice writing your first name, practice writing, identifying numbers 1 through 10 or 1 through 20, identify shapes, colors around your home, and then we have to go to GG Math and Core 5. So with GG Math and Core 5 is the reading comprehension app, and then GG Math is math, of course. And they're asking you to do 60 minutes each week for each one. So 20 minutes 3 times a week per app. But I have him do 20 minutes per app every day. All right, sight words. Hey. So I wanted to do this video about independent studies, aka IS, so you guys can get a glimpse of what it's like from just a regular normal mom versus, I don't know, someone they may hire and have it professionally done. Because I've been getting a lot of questions. What is it like? Are the hours reduced because it's online? So I showed you guys what it's like in Andrew's class. This is every day. Alan is in 1st grade, Andrew's in kindergarten. They go in at the same time. Their classes start at the same time. So they are in a Zoom call with their teacher and their classmates. The teacher is teaching them for that whole hour. And they're also doing breakout rooms, so that way they are able to interact with other students. So it's a lot different from home studies. When I was growing up, from what I can remember, kids would go every week to pick up a packet. And they would turn that packet in on like a Friday and take a test. And that was probably the only time they had any interaction with the teacher. But they didn't have interaction with any students. There was no getting on a computer and seeing someone. It was just strictly you're on your own. Read this, read the lessons, and you're on your own. And I think a lot of people thought that's what it was for independent studies, because they would tell you it's not like virtual learning last year. And it's not. The only difference is with virtual learning, they were on a call with the teacher longer than an hour. Alan was in kindergarten during virtual learning, so he was on there for 2 hours. He was on there for 2 hours, and then he would do homework, and then he would do Core 5 and GG Math. So now with independent studies, he's on the call with the teacher for 1 hour. And after that, he has a packet. So every day they have a packet that they have to do. The packet is about 20 pages of work. And it might sound a lot, but it's really not. You know, they're in 1st grade. It's not a lot. It's like maybe 2 to 3 questions per page. There's some reading comprehension in there, and there's also math. So it's a mixture of both. And when he's done with the packet, he turns the packet in. And then that's how he gets graded for that. And then he has to do, they tell them, they want them to do 10 minutes of GG Math and Core 5 every day. But we have him do 20 minutes of GG Math and Core 5 every day. And so once he's done with Core 5 and GG Math, he's done for the day. So usually around, so I would say school for them is over around 1:30. So from 10 a.m. So from 10 a.m. until 1:30 is school hours for us. That's usually when they're completely done with everything. So someone was asking me, is the hours reduced because it's online? And I would say the hours are reduced because, one, you know, if they were to go in person, you got recess, you got free play, you got PE, and you have lunch. You know, those are four different time frames of where you're not learning anything. So independent studies is nothing but lessons. They do get a break. The teacher do give them 5-minute breaks, but their 5-minute breaks is more like a dancing activity or a movement activity. They'll have them get up so they won't be sitting down too long. Kind of give them like a brain break. They call it brain break. They are free to go to the restroom whenever they need to. They can just go. But they do get a break, a 5-minute break where they're dancing and they're, not thinking about anything right now. They're just relaxing their mind for a second. They do have PE. They get PE once a week for 20 minutes. And that's outside of their 1 hour class time on a Zoom with their teacher. So it's like either before school starts, they go in, or, well, for Alan, it's before school starts. For Andrew, it's after school. Alan did really well with virtual learning last year, so I wasn't afraid at all with putting him in independent studies. I know some kids, they need that teacher right there in front of them, and some parents can't be there with the kids to make sure they're sitting up and not laying down and they're paying attention and everything like that. I'm just glad I don't have that problems with them. Andrew is that second born child that just don't care about nothing. And I was really scared and worried about him going to school, because I was just like, we had them doing ABC Mouse last year and he was just giving us a hard time. But, some kids, they work better with a stranger versus their parent. So I kind of knew if he did go to school and he was with a teacher that he would do well. But because I didn't want to put them at risk, I was just like, oh my goodness, how is this going to work out? I was very, very scared. But he is definitely, to the parents out there that are worried that, oh, my child's not going to learn anything. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. And just like when Alan do the packets, I'm here with him when he do it. So it's not like I leave him alone or anything. I'm here to help him. I don't give him the answers or anything like that. He tells me the answers. I'll read the question for him, but he's going to tell me the answer. I'm not going to do that to them. So to anyone out there that's like, you might be scared because it's a lot going on at their school, or someone might have caught COVID and you feel like it's getting closer to home, I highly recommend independent studies, but only if you can be there with them to do it. Because, like for Andrew, they're kindergartners. And so the teacher sometimes wants them to write on the whiteboard, or she wants them to put it in the chat. They need assistance. They're kindergartners, They need assistance. And I've noticed a lot of parents will just leave their child there in front of the camera and the child is struggling, or the child is unmuting themselves and they're talking, and so it's interrupting the class. Alan, we can leave him by himself because he did this last year with virtual learning, so he knows how to unmute himself. He knows how to write, so we don't have to worry about any of that. But as far as like a kindergartner, you have to sit there with them and you have to assist them. I try to stay in the back and let him do his thing, but sometimes they do need assistance. So if you don't have the time or the patience to do that, then I wouldn't recommend it for you. But yeah.